Hey y'all, it's Christy from Teadoddles, and it's a Motivational Monday. And even though I've been MIA for a week, I wanted to hop in here and do a Motivational Monday, but it's going to be a little bit different. Um, let's say, welcome new subscribers, welcome back subscribers. I'm happy to have you here with me. In my maker shenanigans, I do like to do the sewing things, the yarny things, and the DIY things, so you'll see a little bit of all that here on this channel. If you like to make things, you might like it here. All right, I am holding my phone. I'm just gonna put my elbow down so that I don't drop it. I put it on this little thing because I thought it would make it easier, but my arm's getting tired already. So, I didn't do my monthly goals this past Friday. I don't know what it is here lately. I get unmotivated so easily. And I'm really trying to work through that mess. So my goals for September basically are to clean up my craft room, which I'm about to show you, because I've got so much unfinished overflowing mess in here. It needs to be gone through again, and I need to finish some things. So that's my goal for September, which is a stash down to finish things, of course, but I mean just things that are stacked that don't have an actual place. Maybe cleaning out some spots for those. I just need to, it's time for a clean up and clean out, right? So I thought I'd show you what's going on and talk about a little bit about it. So some of y'all have seen my craft space before, some of you have not. I was going to do this in portrait mode, but this little thing I'm holding it on keeps turning, so that's not going to work. So we'll just do it this way, and hopefully y'all be able to see everything. I am going to turn it around in a minute to talk about it, because it'll be easier than staring at my face and trying to look around my head at all this what I'm talking about. But so that's what I'm going to be doing this month. I'm going to be cleaning up in here, and you'll see some more scrap bags and scrap bags. Well, you will see some scrap bags, but I meant bags with scraps of fabric in the shop for sale, and possibly some more yarn. Because I have some stuff that I had taken pictures of and I hadn't listed yet, and I just need to go through it again. I pared it down a pretty good bit, but I feel like it's just weighing on me. Has that ever happened to anybody? It just weighs on you, like, oh, I got so much stuff. Even though I love and enjoy doing this stuff, sometimes it feels like overwhelming because I have too much of it, if that makes sense. And I have done this several times, and that was the purpose of a stash down, which is in my Facebook group, in case you're wondering what that is. I just, I get overwhelmed with the amount of stuff sometimes, and I can't focus, and then I just close the door and don't do anything, and that's not a good thing. That's not my goal. So, that's not what I want to really be doing. So, anyway, I'm gonna kind of spin y'all around, and well, when I turn you around, you're gonna be looking at, right now you're looking behind me at my fabric shelves and some other stuff, which we'll come back around to that. But when I flip this camera around, you're gonna be looking directly at my little sewing machine and sewing area where I actually sew. All right, and we'll talk a little bit about some stuff over there. We'll just work our way around the room, and you can see what's going on in here, and I can slowly remind myself of stuff I got to get done and get rid of. I tend to hang on things like, hey, I think I can do something cool with that, and then I never do it, and I think I just need to let it go. That's the theme for this month, is let it go. All right, so I'm just gonna turn y'all around, and fixing to, and from the south, y'all, if you don't know what fixing to, about to, okay. I'm gonna turn y'all around, and y'all can look at my sewing area, and we'll talk about that, and we'll move around, and you can just kind of look around. And I'll try not to go too fast so that I'll make you mad dizzy, all right? Here we go. All right, now, y'all are looking at, this is my little corner desk where I do all my sewing and everything. I'll slowly walk over here. I'm trying not to go too fast. That's my sewing machine. Actually, I have several sewing machines. This is the one I'm used the most currently. This is a Brother Strong and Tough. I have another Brother. I love Brother sewing machines. My serger over here is also a brother. I have a Singer one. It's smaller. And I also have I have some other sewing machines. Most of them need repairing. So maybe I'll find somebody to do that one day. And I have this nifty little sign back here. It says Christie's Sewing Room. My dad gave me that for Christmas. I think that's really cool. But this area, I just have bins. I have my Ott light. I love the Ott light. It helps you see really good. See all these spools over here? I have a whole big tub of these. I bought them at an estate sale for $20. All kinds of colors. It's currently in my parents' shed because I don't have room for it in my house. But yeah, so I don't need to buy thread for a while, although I still do sometimes because I like other threads. And this little thing here, this used to be a muffin, well, like a mini bunt tin, and it just was messed up, so I painted it and I made it. This actually glued on here, so a plate. This was glued on here. There's a blog post about this. I'll try to remember to link that down below. It's a teacup and an old candlestick, and I made a pincushion out of it. And I made me a little, that's a little caterpillar I crocheted stuck on top of there. This was stuck on the end, but the whole thing fell off at one time and it came off, and I just left it there. So there you go. This is just kind of what I got going on here. I got my Wonder Clips, my pins. I got different presser feet over here, the ones I use the most. This actually was my son's old desk. And there's my serger. I keep it loaded with neutral threads because I'm not taking the time to match my thread to whatever I'm serging. I use it on my clothes when I sew clothes and stuff. And then I got these pegboards that I set up. I've rearranged these several times, but this is current configuration. I can hold my little thread rack up there. And then I got a little shelf with a few little fun things. A quilter. My sewing friend. My crafty mama, as I call her, gave me that. My dad gave me this. This is actually a color pencil drawing, but it reminds me so much of me and my Meemaw. Although she always dyed her hair black. But that's just some fun little pin cushions and glass things. Just some cute little things that I collect. And then I got all these other bins of stuff. I'm not gonna go through all of those, but stuff. This is a cool little thing that I forget I have sometimes, but I made this. I need to pin that blog post for this, but this is like I can put thread on it, yarn on it when I'm crocheting, and it'll spin. I made it out of an old spice rack. The bottom of a spice rack, one of them turning spice racks. So it works really good. I like it, but I don't always think about it depending on what it looks. If you got yarn cakes, it works good for that. So this is some of the stuff I'm talking about here. I got all this stuff in progress. This is actually for this latest shop update, which I haven't finished everything, but these are finished. I just got to take pictures, put them in the shop. These are bag parts for some bags in progress. There's a whole stack of stuff in progress right there. That bin is actually full of yarn that's for sale in the shop. And then let me turn back around here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. What we got going on up here? Those are stamps and little stuff like that in that in here. There's stamps and there's little bits and pieces like scrapbooky type stuff, and washi tape, and there's my yarn winder, and these things right here, I got these at a yard sale for $1. They're great for hanging under these shelves I put up. That's got some more punch and just the little things I use for my tags. This has got beads and googly eyes in it. This is hardware for jewelry stuff. These are all my charms and mess I use for the shop. I got a shelf up there too. There's some yarn in that bag. There is pieces for quilts, all kinds of quilts and quilt tops and stuff that I have done in that bin up there that need to be finished. Yeah, there's a lot going on over there. That bin is actually empty. Can you believe it? This is where I usually put things I need to do. I reminded myself I need to put buttons on that. That's for my bestie. She asked me to do that, and it's still sitting up there. Oh, gosh. And that's just something I got hanging up over here. These are more bags in progress on top of this little rolly cart that's got... Down there is, on the bottom, is embroidery stuff. Thread and stuff. And then I just got like lotions and stuff. And there's stuff in here. There's a whole stack of bags and stuff. Stuff in progress. Like I said, I'll tell you what. This is clothes in progress. These are where I keep this little stand mostly, except for that clothes in progress, is stuff for the shop, like little charms and teas and tabs and that kind of stuff. Oh, and I also have this. Y'all, I went to one of those painting things. I have a finished one of these, and I bought a blank canvas to paint for somebody else, and I have never done it. It's still sitting over here in the corner. I about forgot about it. See, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Stuff I need to pull out and finish, do something with. Alright, so, and under there, that shelf is just sewing machine kind of stuff is in there. And if we go around here, this is stuff that's, most of the stuff is stuff that's in the shop, and that is just, I keep it, I try to keep it in bins and stuff. These are all books, different sewing, crochet, knit kinds of books. And there's some bead magazines and stuff like that. These are scraps from where I've cut out all them clothes and stuff that I got to do something with. This is full of cotton yarn. I have another bag of cotton yarn in there. I need to figure out something because I keep forgetting that's even over there. Those have all sorts of pens and pencils and markers and paint, just all that kind of stuff. And then this has got like letters, scrapbook letters and scrapbook scraps in it. Yeah, what's it there? That's a bin with crochet knit projects bags that are in progress. I'm laughing because I just look at all this stuff. I'm like, what in the world? All right, so let me just kind of get around my drafting table. We'll look at that in a minute. All right, now this is another pegboard. This one mostly has kind of DIY stuff on it. A lot of scissors and pliers and wires and glues and that kind of stuff. Just that kind of stuff is on this pegboard. And up above it is a shelf. That shelf has just empty candle jars, silverware, little bits and bobs off of whatever up there, pieces of belts, just whatever. And then over here, it's got some scrapbook papers in it. And then over here, I got, these are things I need to finish up. This was something I was going to make into something. And this is leftover papers and yarn labels I need to put away. This is art stuff I need to put up. I need to finish this dinosaur. I need to make a lining for this bag. On this mannequin is a dress that I've got to hem up for somebody for their prom. Or it might not be prom. It must be homecoming. Because it needs to be done by the end of the month. Yeah. And what we got going on? I got my Cricut, which I hadn't used in forever. And my Cricut maker. What's in these drawers? Let's see. Beads. Beads and jewelry making stuff. This thing's coming off track. Y'all, my dad built this whole thing. It used to sit at the by the front door when I was younger, and there was a lot of people coming in and out, and everybody had their own cubby to put stuff in. And then they didn't want it more, so I got it, and I use it for craft stuff. And that's like paints and stuff down in there. There's some glitter and more paint and things. Old sheet pans that I was going to do something with, I guess. Spray paints. Some canvases and pieces of wood and drying racks. That kind of mess down there. There's some glues and stuff down there. Yeah. And this right here, this bin has a stuff that I've gotten from pen pals and just crafty people that I want to put into like a scrapbook binder thing. Old books that I want to do something with. This is more, well, these are brads and stuff for like scrapbooking things, kind of like that. There's more stuff in that corner over there. There are stickers and scrapbook papers and scrapbooks to be utilized, and my yarn, like the spindle, what do they call that thing that you put the yarn on when you wind the yarn, is over there in that corner somewhere. See, I can't even tell what's in there. This is fairly organized. You'll see on the top though, there's some mini planters and stuff. I want to crochet some cactuses and put them in those. That's why I have those and the little plates. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. This bottom bin is full of these thread spools. I don't know. I want to do something with them one day. And then what we got going up there? I thought about making candles with that thing. It's like a espresso set. It's got little platters and little cups. I thought it was really cool. But that's what I'm gonna do, make candles. That's candle making stuff in that box. And that box is full of those, what is it, that wee Greek yogurt jars to make candles out of. Lots of wooden bits and bobs from whatever up there. And then these are buttons. I have 2 of them. Well, no, that's embroidery thread. These are buttons. There's more thread in there, like sewing thread. These are quilts. I need to finish quilt tops pieces. And actually, let's go back to the shelf here. One of the viewers made this for me. It says coffee time, Teadoddles makers. Ain't it cool? I love stuff like that. Those are quilts. Well, some of them are quilt kits that I've never made. This is, in the middle is a quilt in progress. These are some of my favorite fat quarters in a bin. Just up there. These are fabrics I use in the shop. Most of this on this shelf is. Hey, there's the bee that I made for my art project that I showed y'all the other day. He's pretty funky looking, ain't he? Just something I did real quick. I like the wings. I've sewed wire around it and stitched it. I'll have to show y'all closer that one day. And these are like sewing manuals. This is all stuff for shop bags. This is elastic and like trims and stuff in that bin. There's a mini ironing board, which I need to make a cover for, and I still haven't done it. It's just sitting in the corner. These are some extra long zippers for garments. I got a bag of them or something one time from Fabric Mart. These are fabrics that I use for varying things. These are some more quilt kits. These are jelly rolls and fat quarter stacks. And these are all half the fat quarter things. There's like 2 rows of it. And then these are fabrics for garment making. Most of this is, we go all the way down. Yeah. The ones on the very bottom, some of those get used for bag bottoms and stuff. Alright. And now, let's go around the corner. And this is a puzzle I put together. And this is, there's actually 2 puzzles. I've glued them. And this big frame back there is one I got at a big yard sale thing. I'm going to paint it and put that mushroom one in it. And I got to do another one for this puzzle. This is from Good Puzzle. They're out of Athens, Georgia. And they make puzzles out of local artists, Georgian artists. They're really cool. So y'all should check them out. I have a couple of them. There's some more on there I want to get. But so on this shelf, I've got a little bit of yarn. I got some yarn bowls. I've got these are yarn scraps, mostly up here. Giant crochet hook. Down on the bottom, what I got on the shelf. Most of these shelves and stuff I got at yard sales, y'all. Bunch of random stuff down there. I'm just gonna say that. I gotta go through all that stuff. And then these two bins, I think I got at Sam's one time. This one is cotton yarn. This one has some cotton and some other yarn in it. And then these drawers, they all have yarns in them. And then I have like a rack hanging up here with a few more bags, and that's the thing I put my iron on. I got a mini iron up there too. This bag has yarn, the bag in the yarn. Those are some projects I finished I didn't put up. These are new yarns. These bins here are all yarn. Those are two big ones on the bottom, two smaller ones. So I did pare it down some. That's all the yarn I have that I just showed y'all, which is still a lot. Because I have yarn in some other, like this bag behind me, and in projects. So I still have a lot. Now this area, let's see. This was a laundry drying rack, and I found two of them on clearance for $5 at Walmart, and I use it to hang my zippers. These are back zippers. I just I put them on big safety pins and then book rings and the S hooks, and that's how I hang them up there, and I group them like that. So, and that was that red rack was a water hose rack or something like that. I also got it at yard sale, painted it. It's got my eraser board. I got one on the door back over here. A pencil sharpener that doesn't work. The scale that I no longer use because my other scales are in there. These are bits and bobs of leftover baskets and trims and stuff from bags. These are edges from cutting out fabric, and these are strips. I have them in different bags and bins. You can see the 3+, 2+, you know, that's just the size of what I got in there. So mostly these are all fabric scraps. There's a few layer cakes over there. That stuff on the bottom is rope for making baskets, which I hadn't done in a while. These are all bags and stuff that I could put finished blankets or crochet projects in, whatever. And we get in the corner. There's a closet in this corner that I don't use. It's got other stuff in it. These are bags in progress, and a bin up under it is some finished items that I've been sticking in that bin for some reason. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I don't know. Some picture frames that aren't doing anything down there. That thing behind the door, behind the filing cabinet, is an old vegetable crate because I had done stuff with those in the past. This is a big, I paid $10 or $15 for this huge filing cabinet because a lady was tired of moving it around at this big yard sale thing I went to. So it was perfect, although it is heavy. And then this is just random kind of stuff sitting up there, decorative stuff mostly. There's paint brushes and stuff back there though. Candles. This is one of my favorite little things I crocheted. It's marshmallows by a fire, and this one got too close to the fire and he melted his head. So that's just some things like that. And in these I have patterns, and these are all my birder style books, which are also patterns. Or birder style magazines. I stopped ordering them after a while because I had too many. These are various organizers and stuff, which I don't even use most of the time anymore, so I need to go through that, really figure out what I'm going to do. And on the bottom is scrapbook paper. There's big things of scrapbook paper in there. I'm not going to open it all the way because it's really heavy. Really heavy. Alright, so Let me see. Oh. That is, y'all ignore my old dusty blinds. Those are all hoops, like embroidery hoops, and some wire wreath frames. And then this is a big quilting frame that I have hung up here. Hold on, let me turn. I'm trying not to go too fast. I don't want to make y'all dizzy. But now we can look in the middle of the room. Is this big old drafting table, and you can see this is an old jacket. I really like this jacket, but it was faux leather and it started peeling, so I was gonna try to make a pattern out of it so I could make me a new jacket. That's why it's hanging there. And this is just where I throw everything when I'm cutting stuff for bags or whatever I'm doing. I need to get that cleaned out. As you can see, it's overflowing. These are bags, big quilted bags in progress for the shop. I did some dyed handles for this. I really like the way these are turning out. I just got to get them done. Just stuff in progress. And on the back side of this, I have more. Uh-oh. That thing turned. Okay. Maybe nobody got dizzy. I can't really cut anything out of this right now. But this is, hold on a second. Had to sneeze. It's dusty in here. Needs cleaning. Alright. This is some bags that are in progress for the shop that have not been finished. That being, these are like half-yard cuts of fabrics, like clothing fabrics. And these are some like fleeces and stuff. And that being, this is just got like batting. I need to order more batting because this is all I have left. And like paper for patterns and stuff like that. What is in here? Oh, this is a quilt that I need to make. I about forgot about that. That is a t-shirt quilt I gotta make for somebody. And that on the bottom is actually a wedding dress that someone wants me to make a Christmas tree skirt out of. So I need to do that. I got caught up in school and forgot all about it. This little tiered tray I made. I did this on the blog too. I'll let y'all go search for some of this stuff. My blog link is always down below. But I made it out of different pans. This was one of those, you know, those tube looking cookies with the chocolate in the center. It's one of those cans because this actually comes off still because I kept the lid on it and I can store stuff in there. Another candlestick holder and just a old gravy boat or something. I don't know what that was, but and then this is where I keep all of my like rulers I use the most often when I'm cutting out stuff. And this is an old, this was a sewing machine drawer I found, like an old one from like an old singer or something. And then this was this rack was for vinyl records. I'll get it out in a minute. And I just kind of stuck it down in there with some screws, and that's what I'm using to hold all that. It works out really great. And then this bag right here in the floor, it's more yarn in it. I'm gonna come around the corner of this. There's my little phone case that I normally have my phone in. It's an ironing mat. This is my big cutting mat. There's a thing that usually holds my phone when I'm recording, when I'm sitting. And you see the shelf behind me that I showed you. Alright, so I'm gonna, hold on, let me grab my chair. I'm gonna turn this back around. No, wait, I was gonna show y'all what's up under here. And up under this, there's some fabric I got in that I hadn't incorporated and talked about. These are patterns picked out for clothing patterns. This is where I unraveled that yarn, and this one I didn't get it unraveled. It didn't work out too good when I tried to do it, but that's what's up under this table. All right, I'm gonna turn y'all around. Oh, there we go. All right, so that is a little tour of my craft room. Of course, there's stuff all over my house where I take it out there and sit in the living room and do stuff. So, and you can see holes in my wall where I've moved stuff around. That's all the holes are there. It's fine. It's okay. So that's what's going on in here. I need to clean some of this mess up. It gets to a point where it gets overwhelming and I can't think straight. It makes it hard for me to finish stuff because I don't want to be in here. I like coming here and feeling inspired. And although I do feel inspired when I come in here still, I feel overwhelmed. Like, oh my gosh, so much stuff. Right. So I've got to go through this and clean it. So that's what I'm going to be doing this month. I'm going to be cleaning out this. And you'll see some things for sale in my Etsy shop because I need to get rid of it. I may make another donation to the art teacher too. I took a bunch of stuff to her the last time I cleaned out because they can use all kinds of stuff over there. So I've got to go through some of this stuff. Plus I've noticed too with my scrapbooking stuff, I do want to do scrapbooking, but I've had some stuff so long that some of the glue is not gluing and things like that. So I just need to clean it out and then maybe figure out a day or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. That's what I'll be doing this month. It's possibly what I'll be doing next month too. We'll see. While I'm getting stuff ready for the shop and sewing. But that is what I'm going to be doing. I'm sorry that I was MIA again. I didn't want to do that after I was gone for 2 months with my schooling. I am still finishing pre-calculus, which is I do not enjoy at all, but I got to get it done. But it's the only thing I've got to finish. And other than I posted a video a little while back about my health stuff going on. I'm still working that out, but I think I'm finally getting to a good spot with that. So hopefully, my fingers crossed is what I'm gonna do. I won't miss so many video days. I do enjoy video, and I feel like I just need to do it in a different way. So that's something I got to think about too. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed my tour of my mess, my craft room. Some of it looks pretty neat. This back here looks pretty organized, doesn't it? So, anyway, y'all remember to have a life lived creatively, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye!